Hi, welcome to Freezer Meals 101. I'm Charla.
And I'm Christy. Today we are talking about air fryer meals. I got a new air fryer for Christmas. Technically, I got it for my husband for Christmas. He has been asking for one for a while, and people love their air fryers. So we have now gotten on the air fryer bandwagon, and so we thought, we're experts at freezer meals. I bet you we could make freezer meals that would be very nice in the air fryer.
So this is gonna make it so that you can make all those meals ahead, but still get all the benefits of using your air fryer. So we hope it's really beneficial. We asked in our Freezer Meals 101 Facebook group and got some great suggestions. We've also kind of saw in our local Facebook moms group, there's a lot of people that got air fryers for Christmas.
Absolutely. The recipes are flying fast and furious. And I'll tell you something, people use this baby for everything. People boil eggs. People make all their vegetables. That's the biggest thing that they say is, from now on, I'm doing all of my vegetables right in the air fryer. They're crispy. They get that little bit of, the caramelization. So there's so much flavor there. And some families have more than one.
It's true. Well, see, I'm a mom of 7, so this isn't going to work for our family.
No.
The amount that would fit in here, we'd have to have 2 air fryers going at the same time, making the exact same thing just to work for our family.
And really, it's a little mini convection oven. So everything that we think we can make in the air fryer, a lot of them translate nicely into sheet pan recipes. You'll see what we can do.
We're excited about what we have to share with you today. And Christy's, usually what we're standing in right now, this is my kitchen, and we call it our test kitchen normally. But for this video, Christy's house has been the test kitchen.
My house has definitely been the test kitchen. Yeah, my house is the test kitchen. There have been things in the freezer that we've made as freezer meals that I've pulled out and I thought, ooh, I could do this in the air fryer. Yes. So we are totally doing it. We are air fryer people now. You'll be so excited.
Okay, let's get to our first recipe. We're gonna move the air fryer out of the way and start the actual cooking, and we'll share with you what we've got. Okay, the first recipe we're gonna start out with is the sweet and sour chicken wings. You can find this in the Freezer Meals 101 Club. And what the Freezer Meals 101 Club is, just really, really quickly, is it allows you to not just access the recipes that are tried and true for the freezer, because you can do that for free on our website, but what it does is it allows you to filter by all different cooking method, diets, main protein, things that are on sale, all that, and then create meal plans and click of a button, your shopping list and printable labels with the cooking instructions. So because Christy got the air fryer, we are adding an air fryer cooking method to there so that people can filter for air fryer recipes, which is kind of exciting.
That is kind of exciting. We do have some Instant Pot ones on there too, but I think the air fryer is really going to take off. Yeah. I'm excited about this.
And so we're just mentioning that today because today is the very last day that you can get Freezer Meals 101 Club at the current price and lock it in at that price. It's going up tomorrow. So if you've been thinking about it for a while, if you want to check it out, the link is in the description below. It does go up forever tomorrow, so get on that today. Okay, here's the recipe. So in your large freezer bag, you're gonna add 3 pounds of chicken wings, and then in a bowl, you're gonna combine some flour, water, brown sugar, vinegar, soy sauce, and ketchup. Whisk that all together, or mix it all together, and then pour it over the chicken wings. Now you're gonna wanna get out all the air that you can before you seal it, because when you're doing freezer cooking, air is the enemy. It causes your freezer burn, and none of us want freezer burn, especially for these precious air fryer meals.
Absolutely.
Okay, so on the day that you go to cook this, you're gonna preheat your air fryer to 400 for 2 minutes. You're gonna add the wings in a single layer, cook for 10 minutes, and then flip them over. Still at 400 degrees, you're gonna cook them for another 8 minutes. Or you can cook these, if you don't have an air fryer yet, if you're like me and you have your family's too big for an air fryer or whatever, you can also cook these in the oven or in the slow cooker.
Awesome. They're gonna be really great.
Yeah.
My air fryer, I have a Gourmet, which is a little bit different of a brand than a Ninja. It has a flip option.
Ooh.
That it will beep at you and tell you. So it's predetermined. It kind of is halfway through cooking.
Yeah.
So if you want to flip on your own, you can turn that feature off and then set your own timer for when you want to flip. Because some recipes get very detailed. Like in our researching for this,
yes.
Some of them are like, cook for 15 minutes and then flip and do the last 3 minutes.
Or change the temperature.
Yes, change
flip,
the temperature
right?
and after you flip. There are lots of different ways to do this. So
ooh, yours is fancy schmancy.
that's a fancy one. It's a Costco special. That's okay. It's awesome. I love it.
Okay, so Christy's gonna explain steak bites.
I am going to explain steak bites. I am really excited about this recipe. So you take a pound of steak, you chop it into cubes, like 1-inch cubes. Now listen, when you're at the grocery store, you want a grilling steak, not a marinating steak. You want like a ribeye or a New York, something that's got the fat marbled all the way through it because it's going to be more tender. If it says marinating steak, it's going to need a marinade because it's going to be a little bit tougher, like a flank steak, or there's other kinds. And so, yes, you want a grilling steak, just so you know, and nice and thick because we want these to be like 1-inch cube-ish. Into the steak, we're going to add olive oil, soy sauce, minced garlic, paprika, salt and pepper, and that's it. We're gonna mix it around in there really well in the bag, remove as much air as possible, and then seal it up. Now, when we go to cook this in the air fryer, you wanna preheat to 400. You want to air fry for 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how you like your steak. And then you want to stop a couple of times to shake the drawer around or mix them around a bit. And then you can serve with melted butter or melted herbed butter as a dipping sauce, almost like lobster.
Like some rosemary in your butter or thyme.
That would be so good. It would be really good. And do you know what? You can do these in a skillet, absolutely no problem, if you don't have an air fryer.
I'm pretty excited about this next recipe because it can also be a sheet pan meal, and I love sheet pan meals.
Oh, we love sheet pan meals.
Okay, we're gonna put a video right up there to some freezer to sheet pan meals where you can like cook along with us, get a free PDF with your grocery list, all the things. So you can check that out after if you want. But I'm really on the sheet pan bandwagon this last year because it's less dishes.
It's less dishes. It's easy. Everything cooks together and the flavors meld. And there's we have some really great sheet pan recipes.
Oh, we do, and a lot of variety.
And they're healthy because you got your vegetables right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so for these shrimp fajitas that are designed for the air fryer but can also be a sheet pan meal, you're gonna take some frozen shrimp. And we like to get the ones with the tails off because it's just less work. So you've got your deveined,
yes, you're right,
frozen shrimp. And you're gonna put those in a medium-sized freezer bag. That is a quart-size freezer bag. Then in a large freezer bag, which is a gallon freezer bag, you're going to put 1 onion that's been sliced, a yellow pepper that's been sliced, and a red pepper that's been sliced. Then in a bowl, you're gonna mix lime juice, fajita seasoning, and olive oil. You're gonna pour half of that marinade into your bag with the shrimp, mix it all around before you get the air out and seal that up. Then you're gonna put the other half in the bag with the vegetables, mix it all around, seal it up. The reason you're gonna put them in separate bags is because the shrimp are gonna cook faster than the vegetables and you don't wanna overcook them.
For the air fryer, you want to preheat to 375. You're going to put in your vegetables and cook them for 3 minutes. You're going to shake them around and turn them a bit and then add in your shrimp at that 3-minute mark. and then you're going to cook them for 6 more minutes, because shrimp really will cook fast. If you're doing it in a skillet, it's like 6-7 minutes max. If you're doing it in a sauce, it's even faster. So it might be a little bit trial and error in the first time you do it, depending on your air fryer. But that 6 or 7 minute mark is about all you need. And you can give them another little mix partway through that if you want. And that will be perfect, because your vegetables will be cooked just right and your shrimp will be just right.
And if you do these on a sheet pan, you're gonna line your sheet pan with foil, put your oven at 425. You're gonna cook just the bag of vegetables. Obviously, you dump them out from the bag, right? And then you're gonna...
Please do that.
You're gonna cook
We don't want you to eat plastic things.
No.
We really don't.
No. And then after you've cooked that for 10 minutes, then you're gonna dump the shrimp onto the same sheet pan. You can keep the veggies there, it's all good. And then you're just gonna cook it for another 6-ish minutes until your shrimp are pink, and then they're done. So for this, you're gonna serve it with flour tortillas. If you want, you can add some fresh cilantro, some thinly sliced purple onion if you want, some cojita cheese, anything you like with your fajitas. Now they are shrimp fajitas, so you might do like some mango salsa maybe,
Or what's the spicy mayo? Like the
sriracha
mayo? Or
yeah.
chipotle mayo?
That would be really good.
That would be good on them too.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's so many things
They
you can
sound
do.
good.
The next is the Jamaican jerk chicken. Now listen, we have been making this for a very long time.
Forever.
Charlotte and I have been doing freezer meals together for over 10 years.
Oh, we didn't tell them.
We didn't tell them.
We are neighbors. Christy moved 2 doors that way. Like, how long ago did you move in there?
11 years ago.
11 years
It'll be
ago.
12 this year.
Whoa, so we've been doing freezer meals together over 11 years.
Yes, we have.
We've been saying 10. It's over 11.
And now we're besties. And who doesn't want to cook with their bestie? That's awesome.
So fun. And this is what I wish for you. That
It's
you
true.
can find a friend or a family member to do freezer meals with, because it's so much more fun.
It's so much more fun when you're doing it with somebody. Or you can just play us in the background.
Yes, we'll cook with you in your
We'll
kitchen.
cook with you in your kitchen, and you just put us on the background while you're like making your meals or whatever.
We can be your freezer meal besties.
It's true,
Right?
We would do that for you.
Absolutely, we would.
So this recipe is the Jamaican jerk chicken. We have been doing it for a very long
forever.
time.
Yep.
And when I first ever tried Jamaican jerk, I didn't entirely even like it until I went to Jamaica, and I was literally on a beach, and there was a guy with a big, like the steel drum made into a grill. It's really awesome. And he made this awesome Jamaican jerk chicken right out on the beach, and we just had it on paper plates, and it was like, this is what it's supposed to taste like.
How can you not love it when you're like on the beach in Jamaica?
Right? So I came home and I'm like, I need to figure out how to do that. So up until now, I have almost always singularly barbecued it. But then when I got the air fryer, I'm like, oh, I can have Jamaican jerk chicken in the winter.
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
And you can do it in the skillet. You can do it in the oven. But, the barbecue's the way to go. The air fryer is going to be awesome.
Okay, funny story.
She's going to tell the story.
Today, Christy schooled me on the Jamaican jerk chicken not being allowed to go in the crock pot. She's like, because I was like, it could be a crock pot meal, because we were talking about like a video that we could do like in the future with some really, really simple like kind of dump and go crock pot meals. And I was like, this could be one. And she's like, no. No. Like some things, like a lot of things can go in the, but no. And she was like, could you imagine being on a beach in Jamaica and the guy is like, I'm sorry, my grill is broken. I'm going to have to get it from the slow cooker for you.
That's just no. It's just no, Charla. I love you. And so I wanted to be as kind as I could when I said no, but it was a no.
She wasn't even, and if you follow Enneagram stuff, Christy's a 9.
I'm a 9.
So she's really sweet, and she doesn't
very agreeable.
Yeah, doesn't love conflict.
Yeah,
right?
It's true.
And so for her to say no It's like,
It's a no.
she means no. Like, this does not belong in the slow cooker. So we're never going to make Jamaican jerk in the slow cooker.
We're never going to make it in the Instant Pot either if we don't get to the recipe. And I'm funny too. That's a big quality of mine. Because we cover our pain with humor.
Oh.
It's true. Okay, Jamaican jerk chicken. I swear to you, you're going to love it. You're going to need a little trip to Bulk Barn. And all the Jamaicans are like, what? No! But for real, I found a really good recipe and it involves Bulk Barn Jamaican jerk seasoning mix. So we start it with our chicken thighs. You can do breasts as well, but we prefer to do the thighs. They're nice and juicy. The dark meat has a little bit more tenderness. You start out with 1/3 cup of green onions chopped, some lime juice, olive oil, soy sauce, a bit of liquid honey, and then the Jamaican jerk seasoning. You want to mix that all together in your bag, take out all your air, seal it up, and lay it flat to freeze. So on the day that you're going to cook it, like I already said, you're going to probably barbecue this if you can. If you're going to do it in your air fryer, really you just want to cook it long enough to make it so that it's no longer pink in the middle, or the internal temperature is 165 degrees. Get yourself a little thermometer, stick it in there. We have the technology. It's really the way to go. I've converted. Like, I'm tired of not knowing about I'm pretty good at cooking chicken. I'm a good cook. I like to know. And we got a smoker, and you need a temperature gauge.
Yeah.
Definitely to do the smoker. This last recipe also has been in our repertoire for a very long time. We're converting it to an air fryer meal because of the recommendation of one of the people in our Facebook group. Her name is Sue. We love her. She is fierce at freezer meals.
Oh yeah.
My goodness, this woman does more
The
freezer
veteran.
meals in a weekend than most people do in a year. And we love her. And so when we asked about the air fryer, she said, oh, I do my ginger soy salmon in it all the time, and it's the best way to do it.
She's like, these are the recipes you guys already have. And she listed off a whole bunch that I've already been doing in my
She
air
was
fryer.
one of the first club members. She was an early adopter. Yeah. She is awesome. We love Sue.
So now that, on Sue's recommendation, we know which of our salmon recipes work well in the air fryer. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Sue. So we started with our salmon fillets. We're going to add in, it sounds strange, but it's orange juice. Super lovely. And I will say, in this case, I think it was fresh squeezed, wasn't it?
Yes.
Because we didn't know we were going to make it until we were already making it. And we're like, hey, wait, we have the stuff except for the orange juice. But you had some mandarins. And so we just, squeezed some mandarins.
Yep, made our own.
Made our own orange juice, Listen, freezer meals do not have to be perfect. They just need to be done.
Absolutely.
Right?
Done is better than perfect.
Done is better than
100%
perfect.
of the time.
So we have our orange juice. We add some cornstarch, some soy sauce, olive oil, some brown sugar, some lemon pepper seasoning, some minced garlic, and, of course, ginger. We use the squeezy tube kind of ginger that you can get at the produce section because grating ginger sucks. Powdered ginger is meh. We like the squeezy tube, and we make enough freezer meals we actually get through one of those before they go bad. Same as the minced garlic. We make so many freezer meals. We are not going to stand there and mince our garlic. So we just get the jar, and it works so good. So we're going to take the air out, seal it up, and when you freeze it, this one also very versatile. I have done it on a skillet. I usually do it in the oven. Very nice to do in the barbecue. And then you can do it in the air fryer, and you're going to love it. It's going to crisp up. It's going to do all the things.
One thing people have been talking about with salmon in the air fryer is it makes it really crispy.
Ah, that's exciting.
But still
soft and flaky in the
inside,
middle.
Yeah.
Did you know that you shouldn't microwave salmon? It will blow up in your microwave.
Oh, I've experienced it.
But get this, my sister-in-law will put salmon in tin foil and then inside a plastic bag and cook it in her dishwasher. She's done it.
My mind is blown. What did you just say?
Tell me if you've heard of this, of people cooking their fish in the dishwasher. I swear there are people out there that do this. I don't know how you gauge temperature. I don't know anything.
I don't understand. She puts it in a plastic bag.
Well, now I'm going to have to ask her. She puts it in tin foil.
First.
With the marinade, and just like the ginger soy salmon.
Oh my
wraps
goodness.
it in tin foil, and then puts that in something that she can seal, like
a resealable
like a
bag.
resealable freezer bag, because it's not hot enough to melt. That you can wash your plastic bags in the top rack of your dishwasher.
I've heard of all kinds of things, but
I have to. Lana, if you're watching, can you message me? Because I swear we have talked about this and you have done this. And just this, when we were talking about it, the memory popped into my head.
Was her oven broken?
Okay, so she is married to a man from Vancouver Island who grew up like in the northern islands north of Vancouver Island. He is Indigenous. And if there is somebody that knows 15 different ways to cook a salmon, it's him.
It would be him, yeah.
And so I kind of think it's just something that she learned with his family. But I might be putting words in her mouth. But yeah. I think.
Okay. Let us know in the comments, I guess, if you have ever cooked anything in your dishwasher on purpose. Not by accident. Oh, that's so weird.
Now I'm gonna go Google it after this video because maybe I just dreamt that up, but I'm pretty sure it's a thing.
I don't know.
And in the comments you're gonna be like, "Don't do that. That's an awful idea." It kind of is, but it's not weird if it works, right?
And if you're gonna run your dishwasher anyway, then it saves electricity, right?
Well, and I don't know if you would run it while it's like cleaning dishes, but I guess if it's in the bag, it's in the bag. Maybe you would want to double bag it.
You know I'm never gonna try this, right?
Stick to the air fryer, for real, because it won't be crispy out of the dishwasher. It'll be gently poached.
Sure.
Because it's gonna be in there for like an hour. Dishwashers now run like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Well, I have to talk to her.
Okay. So somehow
you never know what you're gonna learn on the Freezer Meals.
No, it's so true. And somehow we went from like air fryer to like sheet pan, which is a natural progression, to back to air fryer to some other
a blip at the microwave,
and then
straight to the dishwasher.
We're cooking in the dishwasher now. So I really doubt if you will ever see a video from us on freezer to dishwasher meals.
We're not that kind of test kitchen.
But you did come and see the freezer to air fryer meals.
Absolutely.
And if you go right there, you can see the freezer to sheet pan meals. So it has been really fun and weird today.
Really weird.
And
I didn't expect it to take that turn, but sometimes the old brain, it just remembers stuff that probably should stay put.
Thank you for joining us today, and happy cooking.
See you next time.